Okay, good morning, everyone. A very warm welcome to all the doctors, students, practitioners, and Homeopathy 360 enthusiasts joining us today. On behalf of Homeopathy 360, I, Dr. Nuri, Senior Editor at BGen, would like to thank you all for taking out time to be part of this very important and insightful webinar. Today's session focuses on a condition that is silently affecting millions worldwide, hypertension, and more importantly, how homeopathy can play a vital role in its prevention and management. It is my pleasure to introduce our esteemed speaker, Dr. Radha K. Mangukiya. She is an MD homeopathy in practice of medicine from Parul University and a PhD scholar currently serving as an associate professor at Vidyadeep Homeopathic Medical College and Research Center. With strong academic experience in pathology and clinical homeopathy, she brings both scientific insight and practical expertise to today's topic. In this session, she will help us understand hypertension, the role of stress and emotional factors, and how individualized homeopathic treatment, repertorial analysis, and lifestyle integration can help in prevention and long term management of hypertension. We welcome Dr. Radha to you, and it's wonderful to have you with us today.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
So we are Yes, so we are looking forward to your session. To the audience, if you have any queries while ma'am will begin, please put your queries in the Q&A box and we'll try to take them at the end of the session. So Dr. Radha, the floor is all yours.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. So, thank you so much for your good opportunity. So, good morning, everyone. Thank you for taking time to join us for the today's sessions. So, basically, there is a most important in our country and in our worldwide. There is a hypertension in a role for the homeopathy based for the prevention and management of the hypertension. So today's journey for the understanding the hypertension, basically there is a silent killer for the hypertensions. Nobody two rules about the hypertensions, understanding the hypertension, what is hypertensions. Basically, we cannot to any persons to check out for the BP regularly, any symptoms development, and basically to the conditions. We will also there is a lookout for the hypertensions in our back of in our body. So, and next for the homeopathic principle, how homeopathy address the root cause for the hypertensions. There is a next for the prevention strategy for the constitutional remedy and lifestyle integrations for the hypertensions, management for the protocol for the hypertensions and patients cared for the individualization and long term outcome for the patients. So next, what is hypertension? So basically there is a hypertension is a which conditions is called as hypertension. So basically the blood pressures is force excreted by the circulating blood against the body's artery. So basically हमारी बॉडी के अंदर there is a arterial के अंदर ऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड रहता है एंड द मेजर ब्लड वेसल्स इन द बॉडी देर इज अ बेसिकली प्रेशर the forcefully arch of aorta for the heart cardiac output to come out for the pressures and give the supplement for the various arteries and give the organ tissue the supplement the blood vessels for the nutritions and oxygenated in basically there is a pressures in the artery is more like the hypertension is basically diagnosed when the major systolic blood pressures is more than 140 mm of hg and diastolic blood pressure more than 90 mm of hg, not for the first time. Basically there is a check for the more than 2 to 3 days, yeah, regular checkups, yeah, and pressure will be raised. That is called as hypertension. And other word for the hypertension is the no symptoms. It is called the silent killer. Nobody any symptoms like the previous the patient is suffering from the pressure is into the arteries rise, but there is a patient's inside there is a pressures will be in the arteries is rise and hemorrhage for the coming out the patient's symptoms development after that, like the basically the risk factor for the heart disease and stroke disease and the patients will be the serious health conditions. So there is a hypertension, not a particularly a diagnosis, but the symptoms in a previous aura, there is a silently killer for the patients, and also there is a persons in the world. So basically, the hypertension in a epidemiologically, there is a health related risk factor. Most commonly for the hypertension in India is the largest contribution to the burden of the disease and mortality rate for the hypertensions, because of no any symptoms in a previous and not at a present conditions. It contributes 200 to 110 millions to over 200 million individuals esteemed to have hypertension. Hypertension is being the increasingly prevalent in the young individuals, particularly at a time there is a younger age group is a most common hypertensions like the previous year, because of at a time there is a young age is the lifestyle modifications and all the there is some burden into the previous mind. So some people will be into the my side what type of contributions in my point of view. So basically, there is a most commonly there is at a present 20 to 40 years of age group is suffering from the hypertensions at an urban sitting area. At a 2025 research epidemiological review, for the 25 percentage adult, not a young old age and more than 450 years of age group, but the age group is 20 to 40, and also there is a age below the 20 years suffering from the hypertensions and some disease for the heart disease like the stroke and myocardial infarctions at present in our country. So there is a in our continue to rise both urban and rural area. For the urban area is more than 25 percentage and rural area is 10 to 15 percentage of the aura is suffering from the hypertensions. And there is a prevalence of the hypertension in India is 24% is adult male, because affected the globally because of the male do not suffering from the some ego like appearances, and some do not take to the other condition, and inside there is some symptom suppression and do not information to any other sharing for the any ideas, and some difficulty to, and inside there is some thoughts, more and more thoughts is inside suffering and develop some hypertension like condition because of some financial conditions problem, and some religious like a problem like the socio-economic status will be difficult to tackle the at a time for the adult persons, because, and also there is a 21 percentage adult female is affected for the hypertensions, because the adult female at present scenario there is a basically there is a female in our world, because the female will be suffering same like the male in our educations, and also there is a some conditions will be suppressed for the some work in our job related, yeah, marriage life problems, some stress inside the because do not share to the other how to prepare the conditions like the basically. So there is a adult female will be affected for the hypertension, and 39 females are affected for the pre-hypertensive condition. Must the do not first any genetical effect, not a family history will be present at a hypertension is present in our patients, but 39 percentage of female is affected for the pre-hypertension, and also there is a 41 percentage is affected for the male is a pre-hypertensions, you know. And there is a national burden of the hypertensions. National burden of the hypertensions like the 1.2.8 billion adult affected globally, and 46 percentage is unaware of their conditions, not aware for the hypertension like symptoms the patient is suffering from the hypertension, but patients disease conditions is go to the hospital and first time detected for the hypertension, not any educated about the hypertension, what is hypertension like condition like the symptoms, not a single any episodes is previously, and there is a based one is the critical care. And basically there is hypertension is 10 to 8 millions death annually in a life, and only 1 in 5 adults have their blood pressures under control. And conventionally medications often have significantly side effect, growing need to for the interactive and holistic treatment approach. Basically, the risk factor for the high blood pressure is the obesity, diabetes, sleep issue, unhealthy. So, what are the modifiable risk factor for the obesity? Obesity, basically, there is a in our scenario, there is a overweight people are in our world is the most, because of the more body mass have the harder over the heart has to the work to pump and blood to the all the tissues. Barabar. And basically the second is the smoking. We all know it's bad for the lungs, but in that scenario there is adult male and female is smoke is a good for the life in our. And also there is a devastating of the blood pressures, and there is a nicotine in our smoke and cigarette smoke and constrict the blood vessels and immediately develop the hypertensions. And third one is the modifiable risk factor for the stress. Stress in our life is the modern fast place in the world because of the living in our chronic state fight or flight. When you are stressed, what is stress? So basically the stress develop in our mind to more thinking is increased and do not express to other persons. Basically there is a pressures inside the mind and develop, there is a adrenaline is increased, and there is adrenaline is increased in the bloodstream and develop the blood pressures elevated is increased, matlab blood pressure is high. The fourth one is the salt and potassium intake to develop the hypertensions. So in our scenario there is a highly food junk. High food, basically unsaturated fat development to the foods like the burgers, pizzas, to the youngster, yeah, children's develop, and do not any physical activity at present. There is a salt inside our body, more consumptions develop and enough potassiums, and the imbalance causes bodies to hold on to the waters and which increase the blood volume and consequently increase the blood pressures. In our for alcohol is next is the alcohol is occasionally there is the alcoholic regular or excessive consumption raise the blood pressures dramatically and interference with the heart problems. And six is the physical activity. At this scenario there is no any physical activity like the, because the children's is given up the mobiles and mobiles activity like the games and Instagram, and also there is a some poems like they seen into the mother and put up the mobile, not the any physical activity, not a playing ground, not go to the play in a ground and any lack of exercise. The patient is in childhood at a time no any physical activity and develop the in our young age group the hypertensions. And last is the socio-economic status. The socio-economic status, now you might ask how this modifiable. Basically we cannot change our financial situation, and overnight we can modify how we react to the stress it causes. In basically the financial is poor in a person's do not to change to how to manage the financial condition is improve, and financials is poor and how to come out for the financial status and develop the hypertension, because of inside there is a more thoughts and how to manage this type of situation and develop the heart attack and strokes to the in a life. And basically to measure the blood pressures, what can develop a blood pressure is high low. So without any measurement, the blood pressure is high and not a low. So the measurement of the blood pressures, there is a three types of blood pressures measurement. Basically, there is a diastolic blood pressures and systolic blood pressure and mean blood arterial blood pressures and pulse pressure. So what can to measure? So basically the blood pressure measured by the sphygmomanometer basically, and the diastolic blood pressures, systolic blood pressures. So what is a systolic blood pressures? So systolic blood pressure, it represents the pressure in the blood vessels and when the heart contracts. So the heart is contract and blood vessels is pressurized to develop the in a cardiac output. The heart will be contract and blood come out for the aortic arch and represent the blood vessels and develop the pressurize in the arteries to represent the systolic blood pressures, and diastolic blood pressures is represent the blood vessels between the heartbeat. So contract and relaxation between the areas is called develop the diastolic blood pressures. And what is the mean arterial blood pressures? So the what call for the mean arterial blood pressures is called represent the cardiac output, the systemic vascular resistance. So mean arterial blood vessels is represents basically the diastolic blood pressures and the pulse pressures. So the diastolic blood pressures basically, there is a like the example for the systolic and diastolic. Patient is suffering from 140 for the systolic, 150, and diastolic blood pressure is the 90. At a time there is a sorry, the basically the mean blood pressure is the diastolic blood pressure plus additing to the pulse pressure. So what is pulse pressure? So basically the pulse pressure is the systolic minus diastolic blood pressure. Like the 140 is the systolic and diastolic blood pressure is the 90. So the patient is suffering from the inside the pulse pressure inside the vessel is a 50. So in pressure inside the vessel is the 50 for the particular artery. So that called as a pulse pressures. So there is a mean arterial blood pressure is the diastolic blood pressure and pulse pressures divided by 3. That is called as a mean arterial blood pressures inside the vessels. So basically there is a blood pressures regulations. In our physiologically, the blood pressure is tightly regulated by the neural, hormonal and renal mechanism to maintain the hemostasis and balancing the cardiac output and vascular resistance. So the basically in our physiological point of view, the blood pressure is regulated by the short term and long term. So what is the short term management for our body? For the physiologically control over the baroreceptor, adjusting the autonomic nervous system. In our autonomic nervous system, there is a control for the blood pressure inside the vessels, and there is a long term, basically long term regulation is managed by kidney through the renin, angiotensin, aldosterone fluid volume control. So basically the blood pressure is too high or low can leads to wide range of internal pathological changes like the ruptured blood vessels and reduced perfusion to their organs, and therefore mechanism which maintain the BP hemostasis need to be strong. So what are the pathophysiology of the hypertension? There is a two-way for the hypertension is management by the genetic influence and environmental factors responsible for the development for the hypertension. In our genetic influence, like the family history, like suffering from the any mother, grandfather, maternal side and paternal sides is suffering from the hypertension. The person in our suffering from the hypertensions, like so genetic influencer like the defect in the renal sodium hemostasis and inadequate sodium excretion. sodium and water retention, and increase the plasma and extracellular fluid volume is increase the in our body, and cardiac output increase. The auto-regulation is disturb imbalance and develop the hypertension. And second will be environmental factors is defect in the vascular smooth muscles degradation and structures development, and increase the vascular wall is thickness, and increase the total peripheral resistance is increase and develop the hypertensions. And third one will the functional vasoconstriction. In our functionally vasoconstriction, like the any inflammatory conditions, and also there is some chronic inflammations and chronic conditions develop the vasoconstrictions and develop the increased vascular reactivity in our bodies, and develop the total peripheral resistance is increased and develop the hypertension. So hypertension basically there is a disturbance in our structural and functional in our body to develop the pathology of the organ and tissue, and any disease for the heart and heart attack and all is stroke for the brain. There is a because of the increased elevated of the higher blood pressure in our body. What are the stages for the blood pressures? So normally there is a systolic blood pressure is below 120 and diastolic blood pressure is below 80 is a normal in our WHO for the consider for the blood pressure is the normal. But what are the elevated? In our elevated blood pressure is 120 to 129 is the systolic blood pressure, and diastolic blood pressure is below 80. In this condition, the patient is alert for the suffering from the in our future for the hypertension, yeah, pre-hypertension stage will be occur. So in elevated cases in our blood pressure, the patients is aware for the education for the control for the blood pressures in how to matter. So first is a hypertension stage 1. Is hypertension stage 1 is also called as the pre-hypertensions, and also there is essential hypertension stage. Do not in a previous stage in our past the patient is suffering from the hypertensions. So there is a 130 to 139 of systolic blood pressure, and 80 to 89 is for diastolic blood pressure is called as a stage 1 essential hypertensions. And second stage for the hypertension is the more than 140 and more than 90 mm of Hg is called as hypertension 2. And hypertensive crisis, what is hypertensive crisis? Above 180 and above 120 is the hypertensive crisis. In these conditions, patient will be fatal or death will be in our critical care, like the stroke in our for paralysis, and also there is some comatic stage will be occur in the hypertensive crisis conditions. So what are the primary hypertensive causes? First is the hereditary, any mental tension, matlab stress, insomnia, like the lack of sleep for the work is deadline, and patient is not proper time to work to our deadline stage, and patient is do not proper sleep and develop the hypertensions. And also there is a lack of exercise, because in our today's scenario, because the life in our country and is faster, and patients will be going in our motto, and there is a go to the in our motto goal is cover and develop the do not any exercise in our at a time, and develop the lack of exercise to develop the obesity and in a pre-hypertensive cases. What are the secondary hypertensive causes, like the any heart disease like the atherosclerosis? In our atherosclerosis, basically the arterial blood pressures is increased, and also some fatty unsaturated fat, yeah, junk foods and obesities, any stress to develop the blood becomes hardening, like the disease condition, genetical deformity to develop the atherosclerosis condition. Any renal disease like the renal arterial stenosis, yeah, obstructions and hydronephrosis, yes, to develop the renal acute renal failures and develop the hypertensions like the glomerular juxtagramular factors जो है cell will be damaged and develop the renal cause to develop the hypertension. And third one is the endocrinal disorder like the hyperaldosteronemia, pheochromocytoma to develop the hypertension for the secondary hypertension cause. And neurological disorder like the intracranial pressure is increased and develop the hypertension. What are the common symptoms of the hypertension is the headache. Headache is basically common in our symptoms, basically the early morning or in our occipital, particularly not temporally frontal, but most commonly the occipital region of the headache is a condition is occurring in our hypertension. Dizziness or lightheadedness, जो dizziness मतलब uneasiness and difficulty in our thoughts and blurred visions, and also there is a fatigue and generalized weakness and palpitations of the heartbeat and epistaxis. Some conditions there is epistaxis to patient check the blood pressure is 160 or 160 and 100 blood pressure is first time to develop the patient is suffering from the hypertension. Tinnitus, basically there is a tingling and buzzing sound of the in the ears. What are the emergency manifestation of the hypertensions? Basically, there is a hypertensive where BP becomes is very high, and hypertensive crisis is the severe headache, chest pain, and also there is a shortness of the breath, confusion or altered mental status, nausea and vomiting, visual loss, and seizure is the suffering is the emergency manifestation of the hypertensive condition. So the basically the hypertensions primary secondary like this, but there is a most common there is a hypertension in our homeopathy. Why the homeopathy for the hypertension is most common role? So basically the not homeopathy to treat the person, but not just like a disease, but the whole person is cover the all type of disease symptoms, yeah, your mental thoughts is covering in a one particular medications and one particular cause is covering in our homeopathy. In our homeopathy do not any side effect for the drug and dependencies like the because of the homeopathic drug is gentle safe remedy for the long term uses and address root cause like the stress genetic predispositions and lifestyle factors will be responsible for the homeopathy, and complement conventional treatment can be integrated with the allopathy. If the patient is suffering long time medications for the allopathy and patient is referred to the homeopath, so homeopathy basically the taper the allopathic medications and give also with the homeopathy. मतलब basically the allopathic medications and homeopathic given combinations is given to the person and control simultaneously control the blood pressures. So the and last there is a homeopathy medications only given and allopathic medication is tapering stop. What are the basically the homeopathic holistic approach is the mind, body, and spirit lifestyle is changed. So basically there is a 4 pillars of homeopathic practice. So in our scenario there is a law of similia. So law of similia matlab similia similibus curantal like the symptoms like cures like treating the symptoms with the substance that produce the similar symptoms. So there is a substance that produce certain symptoms in a healthy persons can cure those same symptoms in a sick persons, and the fundamental law in our homeopathy for all our the symptoms like the basically like the coffee. In our coffee cruda, the substance in a healthy persons given the palpitations, rapid heartbeat, sleeplessness, mental excitement, heightened sensitivity, restlessness, and anxiety. In same to same, the patient is given in a hypertension patient with the similar symptoms. Give the coffee cruda medications like the given to the persons control the same hypertension with the palpitations, insomnia from the mental overactivity, hypersensitivity to noise and pain, and anxious restlessness and state. Secondary, the similia, law of similia and other secondary is the pillar for the individualization. What is individualization? Basically, the mental emotional symptoms, general physical symptoms, particular physical symptoms for the hypertension in our first is same into the patient's ones, like the same conditions, but there is a individualized given individual medications. Like the patient is blood pressure is because of patient 1, 2, 3, so BP is 155 in 95. For diastolic blood pressure is patient 1. The mental state जो है because of irritable, impatience, workaholic, physical general like the digestive issue or constipations, modalities is changed because of aggravations and ameliorations will be differ for the person to persons. So medications will be differ from person to not as like the allopathic, though all the patients will be given same amlodipine, same metoprolol, yeah, basic talmisartans. But in our homeopathy, there is a different person to same condition, but there is a mental and physical general symptoms will be differ, medicine will be different. So patient will be a second like the mental emotional level is the reserved willing of the or on the past grief, physical general crave salts like the headache at temporal regions, and modality worsens. Basically the modality and aggravation and ameliorations will be differ the medications like the natrum use patient in the legacies. What are the single remedy? Why it is matter for the single remedy? The scientific rationality, there is a clear observations, and also there is a clear observation for the physicians, and also accurate assessment, preventing interference and following the nature's law. The basically what are the best remedy, single remedy like the best match remedy, give a mini single dose, observe the response, and also there is a never mix to the medications for our homeopath. What are the clear observation? So only one remedy we can clear observe its effects, what improved, what changes, what remains same. Multiple remedies create a confusion. So basically the clear observations patient to talk what type of symptoms will be tell and write down in a proper manner. And also there is an accurate assessment like the remedy is responsible for any changes to confirm decision about the continuation and repetitions. Like the BP will be normal, like the 150/90, but patient's symptoms is improvement to not any repetitions, and patients is your clear medicine work properly, and after that patients is required then given the repetition for the medications. And third one is preventing the interference like the remedies on sphere of actions, particular medications on a particular sphere of actions like the arterial organs, and multiple remedies can interfere with each other. If the patient is given medicine and next time patient will be other medicine, so both remedy will be do not proper work, so there is a single remedy given for the patients at a time. And there is a vital force respond to the basically the homeopath will be given the vital force will be deranged, and derangement sorry, the derangement of the vital force, basically there is a improve backward, so the response will be healing will in a clear depth. Last symptoms is remove first and first symptoms is remove last. That type of nature's law of cure, the patients will be improvement for the medications. So basically there is a single remedy. And next is the minimum dose. So the potentization, though basically the homeopathic medicine is very potentize the medicine in our crude form is potentize and energy boost up in our medicines and give the patients. So minute, smaller effective dose, the smallest possible dose to stimulate the healing without overloading the body and reduce the risk of the toxicity or side effect in us. Dilution and succussion. What is dilution and succussion? So serially dilution in the water and alcohol followed by vigorously sacking and energy pushed up and patients the medication is work properly, and gently the deeply active dose is created. If the medicine selection is proper, the patient's work symptoms will be cured and patient's hypertension is officially removed. And Hahnemann's principles found the smallest effective dose is necessary to cure. What are the constitutional approach to the hypertension? In our science, the constitutional approach to prescribe the minimum medications, minimum person medications for the person as a whole. Basically, there is a remedy selected on the basis of the person's mental, physical, emotional, and constitutional trait rather than the hypertension alone. So basically, the hypertensions like the calcarea carbonica, sulfur to constitutional remedy patients appearance like the calcarea carb, in which conditions the calcarea carb is the overweight, chilly patients, slow metabolism, sweat easily, and craves egg and sweet, and also there is a blood pressure is high. That time the patient is given calcarea carb in the constitutional point of view. And next is the sulfur for the warm, untidy philosophically is the timid skin issues, any ulcer and itching and all over the body and burning fits. The patient's will be and blood pressure is high. The given the sulfur for the constitutional approach. For the next one is the pulsatilla, lentally weeping mood, changeability, thirstless, and better in open air. Give the pulsatilla like the phosphorus, lycopodium, sepia. Like the basically there is a particular constitution, and the in fit for the in our case the give the medications for the constitutional point of view for the homeopathy. What are the key remedy for the hypertensions like the nux vomica? They indicate the stress-induced hypertension and persons is the sedentary work style. And the most commonly key symptoms for the irritability, impatience, digestive issue, worse in the morning after stool. The give potency for 30 cc to 1 m. And next one is the natrum muriaticum. The natrum muriaticum basically the chronic grief, suppressed emotion, and reserved personality. The key features for the natrum is the craving salts, worse in the sun, headache, and also there is a cold extremities and palpitation of the heart. The potency same like the 200 cc to 1 m. And also there is a belladonna, the sudden onset hypertension and the left-sided flushed face. Key symptoms for the right-sided headache and blood pressure is high. The patient is given for the belladonna 6x to 30 cc. And and also there is a aurum metallicum. Aurum metallicum, the depressions with the hypertension and suicidal thoughts, cardiac symptoms, and childish behavior, and swollen gland and cold feet. Like the symptoms, the aurum metallicum is given for the hypertensions. And also there is a lachesis. The menopausal hypertension is the patient is above 50 years, and female will be a menopausal and develop the hypertensions. And to give the key symptoms like the jealousy, talkative, worse walking, cannot bear tight clothing and neck. And in our case, the patients give the lachesis. Glonine, like the acute hypertension crisis, bursting headache, worse cirrhosis, and childish behavior, poor monies, swollen gland, like the socioeconomic conditions, and patients suffering from the headache and develop the blood pressure is high. The patient is given for the clonine and other medication for the phosphorus. Tall, thin, patients fear burning sensation, hemorrhage, anxious, sympathetic, and fear being alone, desire cold drinks and warmth, and gives the phosphorus medicine. What is the additional important remedy for the like the Roelfia, Viscum album, Arnica montana, Digitali purpura, Digital oxycrocatus oxycanthus, Stephanus hiscus, Sanguinuria, Plumbum metallicum, and what are the clinical case management protocol? Like the different medication you learn about the hypertension. So the what type of management for the clinical point of view? So basically there is a proper initial assessment, like the complete case taking, like the physical, mental, emotional symptoms, blood pressure is multiple reading will be check out for the case, and also there is a risk stratification and target organ assessment, which type of symptoms will be present in our case, and constitutionally analysis and management evaluations. What are the remedy selections, and also there is some follow up for the patients for the clinically management for the hypertensions. So in our case for the hypertensions will be one case will be represent for the in our seminar. For the first my case for the patient's name is Rajesh Kumar and age is 52 years, and occupation is the senior accountant, and married persons in our come into the our hospital for the Surat and Gujarat. So what are the complaint for the hypertensions? Basically the patients will be complain for the our patients will be come in our hospital and complain for the frontal headache severely, particularly 6 to 10 a.m., excessive irritability, anger affecting the work and family relationship. In these symptoms aggravate increase in our mental exertion, working late night and after eating heavy meals, and noise, bright light, morning on walking, cold air exposure, and better by after passing the stool, hot coffee, and lying down in the dark room, and there is a BP in our these patients will be 145 by 90 mm of Hg, and there is a 2 to 3 times in our patients will be talk with the blood pressures in our 2 to 3 months regular checkup. The BP will be high because of my work is that type of, and there is a history basically sorry diagnosed first 18 months ago during the routine checkup, and there is a worse BP last 2 to 3 months, and there is a no any medications for the last 12 months, and also there is associated symptom like the nausea without vomiting, sensitive to touch. And what are the past history for the hyper patients will be a peptic ulcer in age 35 years and allopathic medications, and there is also there is a gastroenterologist and to check out for the ulceration for the upper GI scopy and find out the peptic ulcer and treat the allopathic medications. Acute viral hepatitis childhood there is no any complaints, and appendectomy in age group 22 because of past history in our patients to rule out any previous episodes, any previous conditions to current scenario the related to the hypertensions. What are the family history? There is a family history. My father will be died of the myocardial infarctions, mother is living mild hypertensions controlled by allopathic medications, elder brother hypertension since 3. Because of in our before the presentation I will talk the what are the history for the genetic effects for the in our, in this case there is a family history the hypertensions is present, genetic factors will be responsible for the hypertension, and strong family history to rule out for the hypertensive condition is patient is suffering. The personal history is the appetite is good, sometimes is excessive because of in our stress conditions the adrenaline is increase and overeating, and thirst is moderate, prefer warm drink, desire for the spicy food and fat rich food, aversion to sweet milk, and bowel habits is morning urging but ineffectual, feels need to pass but very little come out, starting urine stool, thermal state is chilly, patients cannot tolerate the cold, aces, perspiration is profuse on slightly exertion, Addictions is alcohol and smoking. The modifiable risk factor is also alcohol and smoking. The patients correlate with this case with the alcohol and smoking is the risk factor for the development for the hypertension. In our patients, mental and emotional symptoms is the irritable, the office clerk make minor feeling error, the shouted 10 minutes to the persons, and patients will be settled down. At that time the blood pressure is high, children play loudly, that went quiet. If the patients find mistake in everything, the employees are scared to show him document, wife complain anywhere, the crisis cannot wait for anything, and walk fast, talks fast, eat fast. After shouting at wife or children feels remorsefully, every document must be perfect. If the patient will be any in our senior accountant and class junior accountant will be come out and give any document, the patient person will be shouted because of do not proper documentations, because the person is document must be perfect. Everything in the office must be organized. My wife home desk in meticulously arranged when stress or upset want to be left alone. What are the physical examination for the patients will be in our, because of there is a constitutional approach. In our homeopathic point of view, there is a well-groomed formal appearance, tense fidgety speak loudly rapidly gets us to elaborate. Vitals is blood pressure is 162 by 100, pulse is 82 per minute, rates is 16 per minute, and temperature this, and like the systemic, there is a no any systemic S1 S2 normal, no murmurs, RS is clear bilaterally, abdomen is soft CNS. So in this case, there is a what type of totality of these symptoms. Basically, there is a extreme irritability, mark impatience, hypersensitive to noise, fluctuant finding, workaholic, fastidious, worse in the morning, guilt, mind active. So there is a mental symptoms, physical general particular symptoms is preferring. What are the analysis and justification for this case is the mental state is the irritability, fault finding, hypersensitivity keynote for the nux vomica, morning aggravations, physical journal like the fastidious, chilly patients, desire to spy, sedentary mental works, effects of mental overworks, particular like the morning headaches, like this. The cause nux vomica in this case is chronic stress, sedentary habits, overuse stimulants, mental overwork, suppressed emotions, and there is a entire constitutional for the person of this patient is the nux vomica is preferred for this case. So in our repertorizations, the grading for the 3 grade, 2 grade, and 1, like the Kent repertorizations also. And what are the final prescriptions for the patients is given? There is a nux vomica 200 single dose at time, and monitor the blood pressures. In our follow up, there is a 6 months follow up in our slides. The prescription nux vomica in 2 to 3 times is repeat, not or more times, and give the patients will be a relief for the blood pressures conditions and no any medications at a time. So what are the patient safety for the measurement like this? And in our conclusions, the nux vomica is prescribed homeopathically. Classical homeopathic law of similia, the nux vomica is crude from products irritability, headache, digestive upset, exit with the patients. Individualization point of view, the prescribe the totality of the symptoms, the hypertension's protocol, single remedy, one remedy to cover head to toe all the type of symptoms to the patients, and minimum dose the 200 potency single dose appropriate for establish the condition with clear mental pictures with proper remedy selection and appropriate potency, and the patient's complaints with the lifestyle modifications, and carefully follow up the patient has excellent prognosis for complete recovery from the hypertension through the constitutional homeopathic treatment. What are the lifestyle and the nutritions for the blood pressures control, like the preventions? in the rich in the fruits and vegetables, whole grains, overgrain grains, low fat dietary dairy products, and reduce sodium intakes, limited saturated fats like these nutritions may be control the healthy eating habits rich in essential nutrition can naturally help manage the lower blood pressures. What are the physical activity for the blood pressures control? Like the aerobic exercise, brisk walking, cycling to advise the patients. So, and swimming, dancing, regular physical activity, and resistance training like the weightlifting, resistance beds, body weight exercise, yoga, mind body, like the meditations for the pranayam, and give the uh, significantly lower the blood pressures to improve the cardiovascular health and manage. Third is the prevent by the stress management. The stress management is the chronic stress elevated the cortisol and activate the sympathetic nervous system and leading to sustained blood pressures. So the meditations and progressively muscle relaxations give anxiety is reduced by and proper adequate sleep, deep breathing to the patients educate, and there is a blood pressure control with the stress control, and after that the blood pressure is controlled. What are the prevention of the hypertensions through the constitutional homeopathy and lifestyle integrations of the holistic and personalized approach that address root cause rather than just symptoms? Two, by combining the individualized constitutional remedy with evidence-based dietary modifications, regular physical activity, stress management, and other lifestyle changes, the patient can achieve the significant and sustainable blood pressure reductions. Success required commitment, patience, and collaborations between the patients and practitioner, but the reviews improve cardiovascular health, overall well-being, as are well worth the efforts. It's not the health that the real health and not the piece of gold and silver given talk to the Mahatma Gandhi. So the basically thank you for the your precious time for the listening to me. So the homeopath aims basically to balance the vital force, thereby gently addressing the root, the cause of hypertension rather than just the symptoms. Thank you, ma'am. Any questions? Any questions for anyone?
Audience, if you want to put any questions, our speaker is there. All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Radha. That was such an engaging and easy to follow session, and we are sure everyone gained useful clinical insights today. Anything
Yes.
you would like to say for Homeopathy 360, for VGen publishers, your experience with the world of homeopathy, anything for the audience?
Thank you, ma'am. So all of Jane, also there is homeopathy 316 for give the opportunity for this say webinar on online platform. Wonderful the online webinars to the platform. So thank you so much, ma'am, for the precious time.
Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, there are a couple of queries. Can we take?
Yes.
All right. So, Dr. Manju is asking, can Rovelfia be given for, I think, HT means hypertension? Rovelfia mother
Yes.
tincture, can it be given?
In Rovelfia mother tinctures, but in a potent, is a crude form. Rovelfia mother tincture is given into the instant relief to the blood pressures. Because in our Rovelfia is work wonderful for the conditions like the in our Rovelfia crude form is reduce the blood pressures in our substance productions, and the potentized forms is work good, but mother tincture is directly affect to the vital force and improve the vital role for the mother tinctures to improve the blood pressures.
Okay. Uh, Zoish Patel, he's asking, what are the intercurrents that are used for hypertension management?
Yes.
Any group of intercurrent remedy, any no source or code, anything that you can suggest?
1 minute. Intercurrent remedy for the nosal sarcoids. Miasmatic point of view for the in our patients will be a miasmatic point of view. Intercurrent medications will be given for the be miasmatic point of view. Even given the medication for the nux vomica. So given which for the miasmatic point of view, given for the patients in a repetition, patient in follow up to give the miasmatic medications and rule out for the blood pressures.
Right. So depending on the individualized need, we have to prescribe.
Yes, yes, yes.
Uh, Ravi Teja is asking, is there any medicine for emergency condition where we can tackle the case?
Yes, madam. Already explained the emergency medications, the instant without any case, the patient will be symptoms and give the immediate medication. Like the Cratagus oxycanthus mother tincture is given for the patients and to shoot, blow down the blood pressures. And after that, the whole case and given according to the case and give the homeopathic point of view by the individualization homeopathic medications. First of all, there is a basic Cratagus oxycanthus mother tinctures to cardiac organs is survived and blood pressures will be decreased on that time and reduce the blood pressure and give the medications for the other medication for the live case.
Right. One question is it good to give tincture every time for the patient of hypertension or diabetes, and does it affect the liver?
No, in our not at a time ki given mother tinctures and for the hypertension and diabetes, but in patients individualize the different patient. If the patient is older age, the work will be a longer period of time. At that time, the mother tincture is work good for the at a time, and younger age the give the patients will be mother tincture. The work will be less. The potentized form is work more fast than the mother tincture. At that time, there is a given for the medications.
Again, the potency will be decided according to the
Yes, yes,
susceptibility.
yes,
Absolutely. Another question is for stage 2 hypertension,
yes.
if patient, I think he's mentioning a case, Mrs. Shiv
Um,
Kumari, major causation, family stress, stress at work, place, person is alcoholic, reserved. He does
mm,
a lot of cleanliness, insomnia is also there.
yes.
So this is a case given here. If you can suggest anything.
In this case, there is a basically need to the counseling to the patients first of all of you and to reduce the all the conditions will be in our follow up and patients will be counseled properly and to confirm the which type of conditions is present for the primary point of view, yeah, and secondary to rule out and then cure the first to the patients through the in our secondary cause family history will be present, but patients proper counseling and give proper medications do not suffer for the secondary hypertensions. If the patient is previously family history is hypertension, patient do not anytime if patient is suffer from the hypertension for the secondary hypertension is occur.
Perfect. One last question we will take. Dr. Manju is asking dose of Crataegus mother tincture.
Crataegus mother tinctures is a minimum according to the age. Individualize the patients will like the patients will be patient is suffering from the more than 50 years, yeah, more than 10 drops, yeah, 5 drops repetitions according to the conditions. If the blood pressure is persistence high more than 2 to 3 readings, the blood mother tinctures drop will be 5 or 10 drops twice in a day, and after that taper down to the potency mother tinctures drop and there is a last there is a blood pressure is controlled, the mother tinctures will be stop and 2 to 5 after 15 5 drops 10 drops massive 5 drops twice a day, once in a single dose 5 drops in a half glass of water and cup of water, and then taper the drops and there is a mother tinctures will be stops. After that, yeah, तो फिर mother tinctures will be in a potentized form. After 5-10 drops will be cups of water, and then patients will be a remove. Blood pressure is controlled, like the 160 by 100, and after 15 days, yeah, 10 days for repeat the call to the patients, and blood pressures will be reduced. The drops will be a decrease, and in our repetitions will be decrease.
Can we take a couple of more questions? The audience is very,
Yes,
encouraging here.
yes.
So, Nivetha is asking for hypertension, which is caused by renal issues, kidney issues, if the patient is
Mm.
undergoing dialysis already, can we do something with homeopathy?
In dialysis patients, already renal disease, in basically the aldosterone, yeah, renal angiotensin system will be activated for this time. One minute. In this time, there is a basically there is a renin system, the palliative in control. The homeopathic is a supportive treatment for the hypertensions. Do not remove the hypertension's condition, but the hypertension is controlled by the homeopathic point of view and some allopathic point of view. Already basically the allopathic medications is damage to the kidney cells, like the amlodipine is damaged already. Kidney will be damaged and give the allopathic control for the homeopathic. This time the homeopathic work is good for the dialysis patient and renal disease patients. The homeopathic do not any organ cell death, yeah, organ damage cell, but this homeopathic work will be a good for the patients, and there is a weakness will be improvement, blood pressures will be under control with the homeopathic point of view side. But dialysis as it is, renal will be also increase the blood pressures. Not more blood pressure is increased, but homeopathic point of view, they control the blood pressures.
Do you suggest any particular remedy according to this indication?
For
Anything?
the
Renal case?
renal disease,
I think Eupatorium, Purpureum, these remedies are helpful.
need for the patients for individualize in whole case which type of renal disease if patient is which cause will be affected for the renal failure. After that, to rule out and need for the patients give the homeopathic medications.
Often eel serum is given in such cases. Any experience for eel serum that you say? Okay. Uh, all right. And just one last question, Dr. Arshia is asking, let's say a patient had suppressed urticaria with
Hmm.
medications and then they developed hypertension. What should be the protocol then? Should we treat, urticaria or hypertension or anything like that?
Patients give the individualized the medications. In this case, the suppressed aortic area and develop the hypertension, not like that. In is proper case to the students and give the proper which cause for the suppressed eruptions, like the cause, and give the medication for the individualized.
Thank you, Dr. Radha. Our enthusiastic audience have got wonderful answers from you. Thank you for, taking time out for Homeopathy 360. I hope our audience is very much satisfied. The recording will be available in a couple of days on YouTube.
Yes.
And thank you so much for your time, Dr. Radha. Thanks
Thank you,
so
ma'am.
much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
All right. Goodbye, audience.
Good.